Hey folks, Joey Resendez here. Welcome to my home in Rowlett, Texas. And I put out a video a few weeks ago about the opening of the recitation book by Maslanka. Um, and in the description, I mentioned that I had a low A extension on my soprano. And I had a few people, message me about it, and a couple people commented. And I just thought I might make a quick video about what that's all about. So my soprano sax does have a low A, and just some backstory on it. Many years ago, probably like I don't know, like 8, 9, maybe even 10 years ago, I was chatting on AOL Instant Messenger. That's how long ago this was, back when that was a big thing. I was chatting with one of my saxophone player friends, and I said, I wish my soprano had a low A on it. And he texted me back, or messaged me back, a picture of a soprano with a low A. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that a real, is that like a prototype horn? He's like, no, that's my horn. It's being done right now in Germany. And I was like, what? And so the reason I had always kind of thought about getting a low A on a soprano was because as classical saxophonists, transcriptions are a big part of what we do, and a low A on a soprano would be a low concert G, so a G right below the treble clef, which is the lowest string on a violin. That'd be the lowest note on a violin. So we could actually play violin transcriptions at pitch, for the most part. And so it would eliminate a lot of problems having to do some octave displacements and things like that when arranging violin stuff for saxophone. I actually arranged a Beethoven string quartet for this quartet that I played in for chamber music competition, and I had to do some octave displacements because I had a few low A's in there. So I just really wanted a low A soprano, and I'd never seen one. He texted me this picture. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got the information of who did it, and you might know who you might have heard of this guy who did this modification of my horn. His name is Benedict Eppelsheim. Now he's the guy that makes the two backs and the contrabass saxophone and the soprillo saxophone, and the guy's just like an absolute wizard when it comes to saxophone design. So a few years later, probably like 3-4 years later, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So I sent my horn to Germany in no case, which was kind of weird, and just wrapped in bubble wrap. Back then I didn't really know that's how you're supposed to ship a saxophone. So, and he sent it back to me. He took pictures of it while it was being worked on, and it's kind of sobering seeing the bell of your soprano or saxophone completely chopped off. And he sent me back the bell, which I have somewhere. Anyway, and I finally got the horn back. I was really excited, and here it is. So, a low A soprano. So the mechanism is much like a Barry. It works the same way as a modern Barry. So it's operated by the thumb on the back of the horn. You got your octave key up here, and you got your low A key here. Now, the low A key simply doesn't just simply, control one, pad down there at the bottom. Oh, I guess I should show you this. See right here, this right here is where the new bell starts, and the original horn begins right here. So got this band right here, and right here on the back of the horn, this kind of this cup kind of is facing me when I play. So right here, oh, it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of on the back of the horn. You can see that. So the key has this rod soldered on to a post, or the post is soldered over to the body, and it runs all the way down, and it actually will connect. He connected it with the thumb rest, which is really cool, and it goes all the way down and operates that. So if I push this, there we go, it goes down. So you notice that those B flat keys were, the B and the B flat keys were going down as well. Well, check this out. The low A key has this mechanism that connects it with the low B flat key. So whenever you press the low A key, it will in fact depress the low B. I'm sorry. Whenever you press the low A key, it will in fact depress the low B flat key as well. So you don't have to be fingering low B flat and put the low A key down to produce a low A. You can simply just push, the low A key. Even though whenever I play low A on this thing, I almost always finger the low B flat also, just to give it that extra assurance for me that everything is closing. So it is a very, it was masterfully done. I couldn't have been much more happier with the work that he did on this. The only thing that I wasn't crazy about was the soldering right here was a little, I guess touching up the lacquer right there was just a little off, but who really cares? You got a low A on your horn now, so it changed up the way the bottom end of the horn plays. I think it really kind of solidified the low end of the horn for me, especially in low B flat and low B. Those don't really feel like very difficult notes to produce anymore. So I'll let you hear how it sounds. So here's the low A. See if I can get the key in there. So it's a really great mechanism. Even if you have C sharp down and it opens up that, the C sharp, if you press the low A key, everything will go down. Get it in there. Everything will go down. So it's really quite a nifty, quite a nifty mechanism. And I think all saxophones should have low A to begin with anyway. So I know Selmer made the Mark 6 with the low A for the run of those horns and everything. I wish they would have continued that. So it just makes everything kind of more round. Low concert G, low concert C. So anyway, I just thought I might share that with you. And thanks for watching. And if you have any questions on this, please let me know. And my friend has one. I know of at least 4 people over here in the States. There could be more. I don't know. That have had this done by Eppelsheim. So if anybody knows of any more, let me know. Because I'd like to. I'm curious on exactly how rare this is. So anyway, thanks for watching, and y'all have a great night. Bye.